All right. So let's do our weekly analysis for the week of 9/8. I'll pull up a calendar here. And so today's Sunday at about 3 o'clock Mountain Time. So we're going to be doing the analysis for this week right here. And let's get started. So we're going to be doing first, oops, I'm sorry, uh, the Euro USD on the 4-hour chart. And you can kind of see right now that it had kind of a nice little pop off this region right here. And it's made it past this longer term trend line. A few options here. So if it makes its way back down to this 1.10 level, looking for maybe a quick buy off of that. If it breaks, look for that retest. And then you can sort of either spread it or buy some weekly or sell some weeklies on this region and hopefully make its way back down here. If it passes, our longer term level is probably around this region where the negative 61.8 completion is and where this gap is at. So the gray is where in the past we had a gap up that has never been filled. So you know that price likes to fill those gaps. So so that's definitely a target area. So I'm a little bit more bullish on the Euro USD a little bit more, and waiting for maybe that nice, if it gets down to this area, getting a nice little buy trigger or buy trade right in that region. So that is for the Euro USD. So we'll move on to the Aussie USD and do our analysis on that. You can also see again with the Aussie, you have this like nice little push up past this trend line right here, above this 38.2 and support level right here. I think it's going to probably make its way back up, maybe sell right here. If it passes that 50% retracement and does a retest, I'm looking for some target areas at the 61, or if it makes it all the way back up to the 7.7 price level. But we'll see what price does. So I'm looking a little bit more bullish on the Aussie USD. All right. So just remember, looking for those pullbacks. If it's breaking those levels, obviously the trade is, get out of the trade. So you don't want to hold on to something that is not lining up. Go in with your trade plan. If the trade plan doesn't, execute like you thought it was going to execute, then obviously you don't trade and you don't lose any money. So always trying to preserve capital. That's probably the number one rule in trading, right? Uh, so we'll move on to the GDP USD. Again, I'm a little bit more bearish on this pair for this week. So we have a longer term trend line, as you can see down here. I haven't really marked up any support or resistance levels in this region, but I'm sure there are on the higher time frame, maybe on the weekly. Just because I don't think in the next week it's going to make it all the way down here. But we'll see if it can break past this, then I would be more of a bullish and trying to maybe that would be a price target or a quick sell. If it makes it back down here, I might be a quick buyer right here. But ultimately, if it kind of just makes its way down here in the next couple months, this would be a nice little trade in the up for a buy trade in that region of that sort of 112, 111 region on the GDP USD. But yeah, just remember with trading, just follow your chart. So I'm on the higher time frame charts. So I'm trying to capture the bigger moves, the slower moves. I'm trying to be patient with it. So just remember to follow your plan. So if you go into like the lower time frames and mark up the charts, just like you would on the higher time frames, you would do pretty much the exact same thing and say, oh, right here, if price goes down here on Monday, I'm going to be a buyer. That's what I'm going to be right there. Or and then if price comes and breaks that level, I'm going to be a seller right here when it retests. So, having those plans. So, and then watching the charts. And if it doesn't make it down here, then it doesn't make it down there. And then, you have to adjust. So if it goes up, have a plan for when it goes up, have a plan for when it goes down. Because really, ultimately, that's what the stock market and Forex markets do. They cycle, right? So just trying to find where those points of cycle are and reacting to the market and not trying to predict the market. So thank you for listening. Really appreciate your support and everything. So as always, build knowledge and build wealth. Thank you.